That's what I mean by being creative on demand. We don't have the luxury to be like, oh, it's just not coming today. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna do a coffee break. I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. It's just not coming. We don't have the luxury to do that. We have to push through any barriers that you have. So you're 2 rolls short. I can help you talk through that. Creative block. When we were looking at inspiration images from bars and restaurants, it was almost uninspiring. We're always looking to other areas for inspiration. You gotta forget about the frustration that you have about this deadline. You gotta forget about how you didn't get enough sleep. You gotta forget about how you're hungry. You gotta forget about all of that stuff, and you gotta make it happen. That's what being creative on demand is sometimes. It's been a very, very busy time. Now that you guys know that I have a Netflix show coming out around the corner. It's literally coming out in the US in like 2.5 weeks. In fact, by the time that you guys watch this episode, the Netflix show might have already dropped. In Canada, it's going live on March 14th, which is very, very exciting. So the last little while has just been a time of head down, really focused, working really hard, organizing the team, getting a whole bunch of stuff done. I have a new publicist that's on board, and so I get a bunch of emails from them. They're out of Los Angeles. We're working on the new website. We've got lots of projects that are on the go that aren't necessarily just our interior design projects. This morning, I wrapped up a few meetings with my team. We went over some drawings, talked about design. I'm gonna jump into a few phone calls. I've got a potential new client that's coming into the office today, so a little bit of a business development meeting. I kind of walk them through the way that we look at concept, and how we build the story, and kind of come up with the brand identity from the interior design standpoint for your project. And so one of the things that I said is, like, when we're showing up to the table and we have all of our inspiration and the ideas, we're not necessarily looking at the exact finish yet, because we want, if you are open to those ideas and you like them, then we'll go and we'll source the right finish for this application.
For sure.
Do you know what I mean? We like to think about it a little bit more conceptual before we actually just go right to the spec.
Okay.
Which I think is what a lot of interior designers do. Like, the first meeting is like, okay, this is your tile, this is your countertop, this is this, but we kind of want to like take a step back and go, what are we trying to do with this building first? And then...
So let's touch on that a little bit.
Yeah. Then an existing client that's coming in even later today. There's a lot on the go. I had like 4 glasses of champagne last night. Who does that on a Tuesday night? And we are checking up on Haven, the amazing restaurant that we are working on in Langley. It's getting close to the tail end of construction. Excited for you guys to see the space and experience it. But I'm not going to show you too much today because I really want you guys to come out and actually see the space, because it's super, super cool. Looks so good.
And then what we were gonna do was, just from the bottom of the window, we were gonna do wallpaper all 3 walls.
Okay.
And we're 2 rolls short.
So you're 2 rolls short, and they don't make it anymore.
We're gonna make more in March, but they're putting in a like different textured paper.
Okay, well, I can help you talk through that.
A lot of black, which feels unfinished to me.
Could this be an area where you almost have like 2 wallpaper?
That. Remember when I was like, am I nuts if we did 2 different wallpapers in here? That was your first idea. Yeah, they did not like that. They did not like that.
I really like the idea of there being 2 prints in here, because I feel like it sets the tone for the space. Got this funky tile, 2 prints, it already feels really eclectic.
I would totally do it. The question is what paper, and we need it to be here in like a week.
Well, what if you did the paper that you have and some of that? What's in the mezzanine?
Really? I would have never thought to. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't.
So I like the one that you have. I like that going on this wall because you get, yes,
Yeah.
the
and
fullness.
Our upholstered bench is made to match the coral in this.
Right. Cool. Yeah. So I like that this is like the scale of it. And I like that print kind of, like if you're walking out, it continues over.
Would you do this one if I could convince them in order?
Totally. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. They're here? Okay. Two patterns.
Bitches. You guys are nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna look so good. That was like my first idea.
I think that's a perfect response. You guys are nuts. Like, that's what you want.
Perfect. Great.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what would be cool and kind of funky, like cool prints, but that you could also get immediately.
Yeah.
I could send you a few sites to look through. Crazy how big it is. With like the back bar and finding all of the like stuff. Do you want help?
If
Time
there's
set
hours
aside.
for
Yes,
it,
there
yeah.
is. We can totally help you.
Is it-
We can kind of like overpull too and just bring a whole bunch of shit, try it, take back whatever doesn't work.
Yeah. The whole restaurant is wild and eclectic. This thing.
Totally
Crazy.
full. Yeah.
Looking at a rendering for one of our restaurant projects.
Wait, it's top secret.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Should we tell them? What?
I don't know. Can we?
No.
We're not allowed, right?
Can't tell you where this project is going.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick pan, so pay attention.
What?
I'm gonna show you guys what's going on in our office. We have added another table to our big collaboration table. We've got lots of space to kind of lay out all of our finishes and materials and drawings and specs and all that stuff. Looks kind of like a mess right now, but it often does in our office because this really is a real working studio, so it's gonna look messy.
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
I just got word that we've got a really cool stone installation that's happening at one of our job sites. Common Ground, which is the gym that we're working on at Olympic Village. I had an opening in my calendar, so I wanted to come and check out progress on the site because I actually haven't been here for a number of weeks. Smells like construction, which, believe it or not, I love. I love that smell. So cool to see this with drywall. So you would come in, check into any of the classes that you want right here. This is going to be a big millwork unit. Over here, we've got this great arch. We've gone bold with the ceiling. This gorgeous orange color. This is a pretty big sneak peek, but I am very, very, very excited with the way this looks.
So this is my look for today. I decided to go kind of casual, I guess. I don't know. Is this casual? Is this dressy? I've got a Bohn t-shirt with just a jacket over top, some Aritzia kind of work pants. It's actually really nice and comfortable. Chloe shoes, and then glasses. These glasses I got when I was in Bangkok. So they make me feel like a designer. So I'm wearing them today.
shifting gears because you guys know Netflix is launching in only a matter of weeks, and if there's ever a time to throw a party, I feel like a Netflix launch premiere is the time to throw a party. So Little D and Oscar and I are just checking out the York Theatre in Vancouver because I'm thinking of throwing a party here. Oh my god, cool. Crazy. This lower part holds 200 people?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is like, oh, so weird. It's like, no, it is exciting. I'm happy to just like move forward. Just trying to think of what's been top of mind for me. I have been in a place where I have been accepting that I wear 3 different hats in my company and in my business. I'm the CEO of my company, I'm the creative director, and I do a whole bunch of media stuff, including Netflix and our own media stuff for House of Bohn. So those 3 jobs are massive jobs in and of themselves. They're huge jobs. And that's why in the last few months I've just sort of had my head down. You guys who have been watching my channel for a long time have probably noticed a little bit of a shift in content. Less time really talking to the camera and talking to you guys and letting you know what's going on in a day. I think I've said this before where it's actually getting harder and harder to film a day in the life as one day because my days are so full at the moment. So many meetings and I'm on constantly. Usually I have to answer questions, solve problems, do design work, solve creative problems. It's very tricky for me to do that and vlog at the same time. So doing it over a longer period of time works really well. I want to talk about yesterday. So we have a little marathon session going on here. I just asked Kat if she wants water. She jumped out of her seat. She's getting water from the kitchen. You should grab a shot, grab a shot, grab a shot. Ready? Okay. Do we have all of our supplies?
Yeah.
You've got a pen, a pencil, scissors.
Yeah.
We have scrap paper, trace paper, felt pens. I have coffee, water, my 2 pens, and my phone on silent.
Perfect.
I almost feel like we should do a unifying ohm. I do.
Yeah, but like.
Should we?
Yeah.
We should. Okay. Deep breath in and out.
Okay.
And then deep breath in.
Again?
Well, and ohm.
Oh, okay. I was internally, but it's perfect. Okay. Loud it.
Okay. Oh. Fresh. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I do feel more unified to you. Jumping into creative. Getting the presentation ready to go. Whew. We were frantically, but with purpose, putting together a concept and a design for a project that we're working on. Department store meets grocery store. I have the ways that they are different and the ways that they're the same.
But both guide the customer in their own way.
Signage guides customer. That's perfect.
We put staples at the back because that means people have to go get them and they're always going for those things no matter what. So you put them towards the back to give them an opportunity
Okay.
to find other things along the way.
Duh, but when you're actually designing it, you're like, oh yeah, this is very relevant.
Oh yeah.
I will tell you guys that being creative on demand is not always easy. It can be a very tiring and draining job. And in this case, which happens sometimes, the cookie just crumbled in a way where the creative spark and the creative solution just didn't come together weeks ago. It didn't, and that happens. Sometimes that creative solution comes together immediately. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time. Sometimes it takes a lot of time, and then you're working down to the wire. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. Yeah, I like this one a lot, actually. No. I like that one too. No. We gotta edit our ideas soon. There's a lot of good ideas here. I feel like this is imagery that does support the concept though, you know? By the way, when I say that, I am not at all disappointed with what we put together. In fact, I love the design and I love the concept that we've put together for this project. And it came together the way that it came together, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. You try to avoid it at all cost because it's so taxing on the people who are contributing, because it's intense and the stakes are high, and a client is coming in the doors in a matter of a couple hours today. I cannot wait to present it to the client. So much genius. It's just a project that I'm super excited about.
You're so excited.
So excited for the deli. I mean, we're so excited for all of them. We're gonna run through the presentation and just kind of bang through all the different ideas, but I think you'll really appreciate where we're going with this. All the talk around abundance, food, charcuterie, retail, we just found that when we were looking at inspiration images from bars and restaurants, it was almost uninspiring. And whenever we're trying to come up with a new concept, it's impossible to find the image that we're trying to design. So we're always looking to other areas for inspiration. So in this case, we were looking to department stores and grocery stores. In our research, one thing that we discovered is that as a customer, when you enter into a space,
Like 90% of the people run immediately.
Turn right
Yep.
turn right.
in North America, because we always like to stay on the right.
And a lot of people are right-handed, and so people naturally will look right.
I really like the direction.
You really like the direction?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, recovery time is so important. Taking time off, taking time to recharge your batteries, taking time to not think about work, to just take time to just enjoy life, to sleep, to relax, to zone out, whatever you need to do in order to recharge, that's super, super, super important. That's something that I have been really focused on this year for 2020, is making sure that I've got that kind of time in my calendar so that when push comes to shove, I can be creative on demand. It's Friday evening and I am home now and I'm in my comfies, stretchy pants and comfortable socks. You're my hubby.
Hello.
And he's been busy making a carbonara. I still am mostly vegetarian though, just so you know. Friday nights, every once in a while. A little bit of bacon, a little bit. Some wine that's been poured. And then, Oscar. This is his heaven. This is where he sits every day, all day, whenever he can, is right here in his little fuzzy bed next to the fire. Like, this side of him is much warmer than this side of him. Isn't that right? Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I'd love to know what you guys think of this new style of vlogging, where I show you guys little snippets of multiple days in one vlog, rather than just vlogging for an entire day. So leave me your comments below and let me know what you think of that style. I'd love to hear your feedback. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye for now.